Imagine the roar of the crowd, the crack of the bat, the purity of a game that's meant to symbolize honor, tradition, and fair play. But now picture that purity slowly corroded, not by one act of defiance, but by 100 years of shadowy ambition, where deception evolves alongside the sport itself. Baseball, the quintessential American pastime, has never been as innocent as it seemed. Behind every iconic home run or championship banner, there's a silent, unsettling question. Was it earned or engineered? From the 19th century to today, cheating in Major League Baseball has mutated, adapted, and redefined what it means to win. This story doesn't just trace the home runs, the stats, or the legends. It unveils the secrets beneath the surface, a tale of spitballs, steroids, scandal, and silence. In 1877, the Louisville Grays, baseball's first major fix, threw games for gambling profits. By 1919, the Chicago White Sox went further. 8 players, including shoeless Joe Jackson, conspired to lose the World Series. It wasn't just a betrayal, it was seismic. Court acquittals meant nothing to Commissioner Landis, who banned all 8 players for life, setting a precedent that winning by deceit, no matter how talented the player, would not be forgiven. Yet, parallel to gambling scandals, pitchers were waging war from the mound, mastering the illegal art of ball doctoring. They scuffed it, spit on it, covered it in mud and oil. These weren't isolated acts. It was strategy, embraced in clubhouses, whispered in dugouts, passed down like family secrets. Though spitballs were banned in 1920, MLB made a bizarre exception. 17 pitchers were allowed to keep using them. For years, the league let legacy overrule integrity. Gaylord Perry even joked about it in his autobiography. The line between cheating and tradition blurred so completely that fans applauded the trickery as part of the sport's charm. And then came the steroid era, a period that ballooned players' bodies and their stats. The 1990s and early 2000s turned sluggers into superheroes. McGuire, Sosa, Bonds. They crushed records, drew millions of eyes, and revived baseball after the 1994 strike. But beneath the power surge was a pharmacy. Jose Canseco's 2005 book Juiced wasn't just a whistleblow, it was an expose. He named names, outlined methods, and shattered the illusion. The Mitchell Report identified 89 players. The Balco and Biogenesis scandals pulled in stars like A-Rod, and Congress got involved. Suddenly, baseball wasn't just about RBI and ERA. It was about PEDs, grand juries, and credibility. Bonds broke the all-time home run record, yet he remains uninducted into Cooperstown. What happens when the greatest moments in your sport are tainted by syringes? Baseball's response?
Using a center field camera to decode signs, a monitor in the tunnel, and trash can bangs to signal pitches, the Astros constructed an elaborate, low-tech, high-impact system that helped them win a World Series. The discovery shocked fans and players alike. MLB fined the team, suspended their manager and GM, but let the players walk with immunity. The result? A championship forever, followed by an asterisk, and a league that once again had to play defense against innovation gone rogue. Then came Spider Tack. In 2021, pitchers were using hyper-sticky substances to increase spin rates and gain an invisible edge. Offense plummeted. MLB reacted with mid-game checks, pitcher tantrums, and yet another layer of suspicion. The same story played out again. Players bending rules, the league playing catch-up, and fans questioning what's real. Cheating had shifted from cash in envelopes to chemicals and syringes, to codes and video feeds, to glue on fingers. The methods changed, the motive didn't. Baseball is a game obsessed with numbers. Home runs, strikeouts, batting averages. But when those numbers are built on deceit, what do they mean? When records are broken by enhanced bodies, or wins stolen through surveillance, where does greatness end and manipulation begin? Players like Shoeless Joe, Pete Rose, Barry Bonds, they all became symbols not just of talent, but of tarnish. Rose, the all-time hits leader, remains banned for betting on games. Bonds, with more home runs than anyone, is held out of the hall for doping suspicions. And yet, fans still debate. Do the ends justify the means? Do the records stand even if the integrity fell? Meanwhile, MLB has scrambled to protect its image. After each scandal came reforms. The creation of the Commissioner's Office after the Black Sox, drug testing in the 2000s, PitchCom for secure sign delivery after the Astros, and sticky stuff checks after 2021. But every time, the pattern repeated. Scandal first, solution second. Baseball doesn't prevent cheating, it reacts to it. The sport's history isn't just measured in wins and losses,
but in asterisks and apologies. Every era has its deception, and every generation has to ask the same question. What does fair play even mean anymore? Fans watch with hope, but also with doubt. Are the heroes real? Are the stats clean? The heartbreak isn't just in the cheating. It's in how often we've had to forgive it. Yet, despite it all, the game continues. The crack of the bat still excites. The ninth inning still delivers drama. But behind the scenes, the game within the game rages on. A chess match of ethics, innovation, and desperation. So we ask you, which scandal stunned you the most? Which moment made you question your faith in the game? Let us know in the comments. And remember, every stat tells a story, but some are darker than others. The essence of competition is fairness, but the temptation to bend the rules has always existed where the stakes are high. Baseball, like any great institution, is not immune to flaws. With every scandal came a moment of reckoning, a fork in the road where the league had to choose between transparency and damage control. Fans, too, have evolved. Once willing to look the other way, now more vocal, more skeptical, more demanding of accountability. As technology advances and player performance becomes more closely scrutinized, the margin for deception narrows. Yet somehow the methods grow even more sophisticated. From wearable tech to biometric feedback systems, the next era of cheating may not involve chemicals or cameras, but algorithms and AI.